Online students, am I audible to all of you? Can you confirm, please? Online, can you confirm if I am audible or not? Yes? Tiasa, okay. Saurav, Rahmat. Yes, some of you are joining me for the first time. We are going live, yes. Am I audible to all of you? Loud and clear? Okay, maybe one more minute to go. ठीक है. Hi Deepa, good afternoon. I'm presuming you are giving a prelims this year, right? अब होगा शायद. Yeah, hi all of you. We just logged in. You have not missed out anything. We just logged in, just confirming if you can all hear me and the streaming is fine. Just put a message. Yes, no types. Yeah, Tiasya, Deepa, Rahmat, fine. I streaming fine for all of you. Okay. Excellent. Okay, fine. So, welcome all of you. This is a quick, short roundup to our program. I always have believed in one thing, that when you start off something, there's always a logical end to your approach. Always a logical finishing. In my case, the program. And of course, there is some more to do. For your case, the finish to this preparation is your exam itself, June the 16th. Okay, I'm just trying to wind up quickly. Most of you have been part of the process since maybe December, January onwards. We began very tentatively, to be very honest. Even I did not know what will work best for you. Every year I have some learning. This year we introduced the practice of marathon sessions, repeated practice. We did some reading sessions, all of you, across polity, economy. We have done current affairs coverage. History also we have done, yes, you're right. So we have tried something new this time. And what was heartening for me is the fact that most of you were able to improve over the months. Initial 1.5 months, I think most of us were lost. We did not know how to go about. Our emphasis was know the PYQs very well, make sure you understand the question pattern of UPSC, make sure you have a strategy in how to attempt the paper. The examination is not simply about whether you know the content or not. It's also about how you strategize, how you gamble your way in some ways. In more than one ways, the choice you go for is almost like a gamble, but not a blind gamble every time. Okay, so we learned all of that. So now I want to round this up. Starting from today, approximately, you have just about 18-19 days left. अभी से आपको क्या करना चाहिए till the examination? Because the exam has got shifted, so all of you have got 15-20 days more to study, and accordingly we have managed. So before I continue, all of you please make sure you have logged in to our Edukemy main Telegram channel, on which I have posted a planner. and the planner is entirely indicative. What we are stressed on is the test itself, the revision, the practice. I have tried to give you at least 2 days for each of the major subject. 2 days revision for polity, 2 days revision for economy, 2 days revision for history, for environment and geography and places in news, 2 days for history. That's how we have planned that planner for you. Go back and I'll show you and discuss something from that also. So let's start off now. Now the first thing, I call this as your finish, your rush or the last lap to your finish. And it was surprised how data tells us that more than 70% of people who get into an intense race where there's a lot at stake, where there is a lot of emotions involved, a lot of skills involved, more than 70% of people walk out even before the last phase of the actual performance. And of the 30% left, more than 50 of them, 50% of that 30%, they participate, but they mentally give up. So if there are 100 people who are participating in an intense competition, 70 don't appear at all. Of the 30, 15 have mentally given up. Of the remaining 15, there's another 50% who is not giving up, who is trying, but somewhere they have said that they're happy even if they complete the race. And it's barely 3-4 of them who actually are intense into winning the game. And that applies for everybody. In intense competitions, and I'll add, UPSC is one of them. So a lot of people give the examination. And when I read this one, I am reminded of my own attempt. When I gave my attempts, the last 2 attempts of mine, were not my best attempts. The third attempt was, I must give something. The fourth attempt, I was tired, exhausted. I had mentally given up, that I will not make it. So when I got my interview call in the last attempt, I kept banging myself. Here I had given up completely and I got an interview call. If I had worked properly, I would have got much higher marks. And when your success and your failure is a matter of 6-7 marks, you always kick yourself all your life for that. So in this finish line, while all of us are aspiring, all of us are working hard, this 15-20 days is when many people have given up mentally. And those of them not giving up, they're going through a mechanical process. So my suggestion to all of you is, you will not give up right now. If 15 days बहुत important होता है. Even I'll say that even the night before the examination, or even the hour before the examination, if you can recall something quickly, or if you can at least mentally calm down, it will help you. So that saying, no, it is not over till it is over. The first thing, as a part of study, and I'll suggest if you can write down something also while I'm discussing. You can take a pen, paper, all of you. Hi Hussain, good afternoon, good evening. I hope I am audible to all of you. So today's session is kind of the last session, and I will not call this as a motivation session. To be very honest, this is not a time to motivate any of you. अगर आपका purpose, effort सही direction में है, आपको तो पता भी नहीं चलेगा कब सुबह हुआ, कब शाम हो गया. When one book gets over, another book gets started. Those of you look for motivation at this stage, there's something majorly amiss in your preparation process. Not a motivation. This is more of a quick rounding up and giving you a sense of priority. कि क्या करो अभी और क्या ना करो. So that's the idea here. So first, your study strategy. At this time, one of the tricks your mind starts playing is, you want to revise everything. When I say everything, you want to revise from scratch. You cannot do that and you get frustrated. So my suggestion is, let your revisions be around 3 things. Number 1, have a look at last 10 years PYQ again. And when I say PYQ, I'm look at the choices, Look at the questions which you have got wrong. A very interesting strategy, when you're marking a question and you have got some question right, invariably, अगर वो right हुआ है ना, आगे भी वो right होता रहेगा. Something about the question has told you कि ये मेरा यही choice होना चाहिए. And the questions you have got wrong, in all probabilities, आगे भी wrong करते रहोगे. So you need to identify which are those questions you are getting wrong consistently. It could be a topic, it could be a theme, it could be a subject maybe. Look into those choices and those questions. So let your preparation focused on PYQ based revisions. And I believe most of you have done analysis of that. Isko revise karo. This is your number one priority. Second priority, see what happens again. Say, I'm not doing very well in, say, art and culture. Again, instinctively, I open up the entire book of art and culture. Ki shuru se kar lenge. Don't do that. I think you have been told that 80% of questions come from 20% of the topics. You have already identified which are the important themes for the for your prelims. For example, in polity, I believe you know it is parliament, fundamental rights se questions aati hain. You get questions from amendments maybe. You get questions from some of the preamble topics maybe, or executive maybe. Don't study entire polity anymore. You've identified 4 or 5 areas, focus on that. Say in environment, like don't get into concepts of ecosystem. Focus on pollution. What are the amendment acts and regulations on pollution? Focus on COP 28, 27, the details we have done, whatever you have revised, us pe focus karo. Focus more on issues related to environment, biodiversity. Okay, CBD ka kya laws hain, what has been changed there. Focus more on green energy or renewable energy resources. So for every topic, you know those questions from which questions zyada aate hain. Focus on those. And third, I said, static content is very, very important. Most of us end up killing ourselves in the current affairs. Like, current affairs important hai. But more than 50% of questions invariably can be solved from the static portion. Khaskar polity mein and economy also. We make a mistake of studying economy unnecessarily too much into current affairs. The basic concepts of inflation, okay, concepts of GDP, concepts related to bank rates, concepts related to export imports ke kuch data, that's about it. So don't ignore static. Focus on the more frequently asked themes and do PYQ based preparation. That's your strategy. Now, some of you have seen this graph of mine, and I am reinforcing this. Your objective is not to give the examination. Your objective is to qualify for the main examination. So if I am mapping, we did some surveys, I have told some of you already, of the students who have qualified already. What we find is, okay, good number of people have qualified with a good margin. Okay, so this green is 51.2%. It says they qualified more than 10 marks ka margin from the cutoff. This 20%, 21% says they qualified with 610 marks of cutoff, which means you need to have 6, 7, 10 marks above cutoff. Cutoff is 80, try scoring 90. For cutoff is 74, 75, try scoring 85. 10-15 mark ka margin rakh ke chalo. The narrow 1-2 mark is a dangerous one. Okay, that's one object. Second objective is, okay, if I ask them how much they have done, most of them have said they have been practicing more than 16, 15 tests. Almost 30 tests some of them have prepared. So you need to practice more. Practice more. Very importantly, don't practice from any one institute's question paper. Okay. You try to have collection from at least 2 or 3 institutes which you trust. Yes, उसमें कुछ गंदे भी होंगे, कुछ अच्छे सवाल भी होंगे. Some of them absurd questions. No matter. You have to practice, not get your accuracy right, okay, as an objective alone. So keeping this in mind, try having a good cutoff above the average and try giving more tests. So I think this is something all of us are convinced about, I hope, that your chance of qualifying is high if attempts are in the range of 90 plus. So this graph, basically what we have done is, on the x-axis, we have the correct answers out of 90. If you have got 90 attempts and you've got 60 correct, you get a score of 100. 90 attempts, if you get 56, 55 correct, your score of 89, 86. 90 attempts and you have got less than 50 correct, your score is below 80. So our objective is 90 attempt karo minimum and try to get accuracy of about more than 55 correct answers. Remember this, 90 attempts and about 55 correct answers hone chahiye. Okay, that's your mental score of, and see, don't get carried away by last prelims cutoff. Last prelims cutoff, yes, unusually low. Okay, and that was because the high GS scores were rejected because of CSAT problem. And I doubt if so many of them will miss out on the CSAT this time. All of them have got very, most of them have practiced, most of them are ready for it. So the cutoff will again go back to 80, 85 types. So don't say कि 75 is a good score. आपको target इसी range में करना है. 90 plus attempts and 55 plus accuracy. Okay, you're allowed to make approximately 35 mistakes in your 90 attempts. Okay, that's perfectly fine. That's one thumb rule we are setting off. Okay, now keeping this in mind, one mistake we do is we don't plan our attempts. Our attempt should be, this is what I had worked out, some of you have seen this again. In the first 20 minutes, try to get 20 correct without any errors. और 20 आपको मिल जाएगा. Okay, आराम से 15 मिलेगा. Okay, which means you must scan the entire question paper. So from now till 14th, 15th practice में आप ये करोगे आप. Take up a question paper. First 20 minutes, mark 20 questions or 25 questions and try not to get a single answer wrong, which is possible. The next 30 odd minutes, attempt another 20. This time it's okay to get 5 mistakes. Another 40 minutes, attempt 30 questions and get half wrong, no problem. Okay, so it's like divide it into 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and by 20, ये जो पहला आपका 40-50 minutes है, you should have seen the entire question paper at least 1.5 times. Which means in the first 20 minutes, you should have seen the entire question paper. Turn the pages, शुरू से, end से, बीच से करो, okay, jump, and whatever pages you have seen, ऊपर tick मार दो, okay, I've seen this page, I've seen this page, I have read through the page. Put some mark, oh, this question I have read, this question I have read. Find a way of marking that. So first 20 minutes, 30 minutes में पूरा paper देख लिया आपने. First 20 minutes, 20 try to get right. 20 नहीं होगा 15 हो जाएगा. Or you will know generally I am right or wrong. Like for geography students, look for map questions, look for one-word questions, look for the easy questions of polity, look for the questions of economy, one word wale maybe. Okay. 30 minutes, another 20 attempts, 15 correct. 40 minutes, 30 attempts, half correct. जो last का आपका half an hour है, okay, I said last 10 you need not take too much of risk, okay, but toughest 20, it's okay even if you score 5 correct. Okay, so scan the paper. As time passes, your accuracy will come down. Okay, but initially, see, if you have got 20 correct, now target is to get another 35 correct, no? Okay, in the first 20 minutes, आपको चाहिए 55 plus. In the first half an hour, you get 20 correct. बाकी 1.5 hours में आपको बस 35 questions चाहिए correct. Accordingly, play the game. ठीक है? So that's one. So I said 90 plus attempts, Don't go sequential. Please mark this and mention somewhere. Mind को बार बार बोलना पड़ेगा. Don't attempt the paper sequentially. Okay. First, second, third, jump to sixth, jump to 10th. Last paper से शुरू करो. Okay, look at the 100th question, 98th question, 50th question. And as you see, keep marking. Oh, I've seen this, I've seen this. Find a way to do that. Not sequential. You have to get 55 plus correct from 90 attempts. First 20-30 minutes, try getting 25 correct. Scan the full paper. And in CSAT, pehle 20 minutes mein, try getting 20 answers correct. It'll ease your pressure tremendously. Or first 20 mein, 20 questions CSAT mein, आसान है. You can manage some reading comprehension questions. You can manage some from LR, something from quant. It's doable. If you get this much, no, you will develop your confidence. So आपको लगेगा, okay, I can do this now. Okay, because you are in the striking range of the qualifier. Okay, that's one. So this is your practice strategy for the remaining 15-20 days. Practice. So now see one very important thing. When you're practicing questions, don't care about the score anymore. Okay, because score will only trouble you. It's possible some question papers are not the best question paper. Your strategy is to learn how to attempt the paper. Am I able to attempt 20 in the first 20 minutes or not? Am I able to get 20, 25, 30 correct in the first 30, 40 minutes or not? Am I able to attempt 90 or not? That's your objective. So practice, previous years bhi karo, and let last year's cutoff not be the barometer. Practice test scores should not bother you. From every test, learn something. Now is the time not to read too much, but learn from the tests, and you can do the previous tests also. And third thing, revise what you already have compiled. Jitna bhi, I mean, I find this every year mein, students come and complain, say, itna kuch padha tha, lekin revise nahi kar paye hum log. So next 15-20 days mein, keep revising all your previous learnings. Okay, so that is your practice strategy. Now, your study strategy kaisa hoga? So for this, please look at your planner and do your study using a timer. Okay, and when I say timer, it's like, I will revise fundamental rights and I will not take more than 40 minutes. Put the timer, start fundamental rights 40 minutes. I will revise all the pollution laws. I will not take more than 30 minutes. Put on timer 30 minutes. I will revise all the map entries I have been taught for the last 1 year. I will not take more than half an hour, 40 minutes. Put it in a timer. Okay, so use timer. And one thing, just a minute. Okay, so this is, see your sheet, all of you, please. This is your planner. So how I have divided your time, and of course you should modify it according to what suits you. I'll just discuss this briefly with all of you. So what I've started with is, let your day start at 5 o'clock a.m. and let your day end at around 10:30, 11. Don't go beyond that. You need 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. Okay, modify accordingly. From 5 to 7, without getting distracted, you revise whatever you studied the previous day. You must have had some jottings. 2 ghanta bahut hota hai. And if I was in your place, I can do 2 things. One is sit on the bed itself and revise. Don't leave your bed. Or without wasting time, just quickly wash up, brush kar liya, take the paper and go out into a morning walk. And go to the park as quickly as possible. And in the open air, try revising very fast. It helps a lot. That's your call. Either don't leave the bed at all, no distraction, or quickly walk out. I'll recommend if you can walk out on some days. Walking kind of fires your mind also. Okay, so 2 hours of revision, then 7 to 8 o'clock, 1 hour, breakfast, get ready, brushen up, put on a fresh pair of clothes, like you are going for the examination hall. Like 1 ghante mein, finish off all of that. Have a cup of tea, sit down quietly if nothing else. Then for 1.5 hours revise. I want you to take a test almost every day for the next 14-15 days. Or GS1 Kai test. You decide which institute, maybe a PYQ, whatever you want. So it is simulating the exam conditions exactly. 9:30, 11:30, आप बैठ जाओगे for the test. And before that, revise. Take half an hour break. Okay, take a walk, take a cup of tea. Don't talk to anybody. Maybe listen to your music if you want. Then come back, only check the score. Kitna right hua, kitna wrong hua. Don't look for answers right now. Just check the scores. Okay, how many of them were silly mistakes? How many of them were accurate, confident? Okay, that's about 1 hour of whatever you can do in 1 hour. Not more than, so ekdam timer laga ke. Then you take a half an hour lunch break. Lunch break, revise CSAT for 1 hour. Whatever you want to revise. Then take a practice test of CSAT. Again 2 hours ka, 2:30, 4:30. Again take a break, take a coffee, take some snacks, take a walk, some music, lie down if you want to lie down. Again check your scores. Okay. Then what you do is last 4 hours, 5 hours. Now you're analyzing. जो पहले टेस्ट लिया था आपने उसका एनालिसिस करो. Okay. And then analyze after dinner your CSAT scores. And the analysis means look for some pointers. क्या मिस किया, कुछ नया सीखा आपने. Make your learning notes. So in one day you are taking both GS paper 1 test and also GS paper 2 test. Next day don't take a CSAT test. Take only a GS test. So GS test, I have called this day as say polity and science and tech ka practice day. Again revise, breakfast, revise, take a complete GS test. Then you take a break, check scores. Uske baad second half, revise the entire polity. Okay, focus on PYQs, focus on revision, whatever you want. So one day both the test and test analysis. The next day is your polity day. And timeline lagakar 30 minutes fundamental rights, 40 minutes parliament, okay, 30 minutes some practice session of polity alone. Another 20 minutes let me practice something from amendments. Ekdam timer laga ke you will go very, very fast here. So half day you have taken a practice test, half day you are revising only polity, nothing else. And current affairs linked to polity if you have. This is your polity day. The next day, okay, again take up 2 tests. Ye polity ho gaya. Again GS and CSAT test. The same way you have done here. The day after that, you make it as an economy and science and tech day. First half, take 1 test. Second half, revise economy and science and tech. Again, thematic wise, timer laga ke. The next day, again, both the test. Okay. Uske baad, environment and geography wala day. So I have given one day for the major 5 subjects. 1 day for polity, 1 day for history, 1 day for economy, science and tech, 1 day for geography, environment, and 1 day for, okay, what is left? History. Okay. And this cycle you can repeat twice. You can repeat twice. So what I've done is, after your 8th June, you can stop CSAT practice. Okay. Till 8th June, alternate days aap CSAT kar rahe ho. 8 June onwards, so 9th, 10th, 11th, you repeat 1 economy practice, repeat 1 history revision, repeat 1 geography, environment revision. फिर आप एक और CSAT टेस्ट ले लो. Okay. उसके बाद, okay, by the time you are done with this one, So 13th, 14th and 15th, no tests. The last test you will take is on 12th. Because उसके बाद में you don't want that pressure of tests. बस revise करो, you prioritize. I think I must revise more of polity. I must revise more of economy. I want to revise more of maybe history. Whatever you want to revise. Okay. Get up in the morning the way you get up. Again, it should be timer based. Okay. एक दिन में मैं 3 revise कर लूंगा. Sleep well, zone in, focus. Okay. On 15th, go calm. Okay. And give your exam on 16th. One of these days, I'll recommend all of you, maybe on, it could be on 10th, 11th, whenever you want to do. All of you go and check your center of examination. Take a taxi, whatever you want to take. और जाके center देख के आओ. You'll be surprised how many of them make a mistake on this. Center कहीं था, कहीं और पहुंच गए. Okay, you did not know the route well, and something went wrong. It's happened so many times. Okay, so let these things not hamper your success finally. कोई एक दिन उठाओ, go and check where your center is. This is a suggested planner. You modify according to what you want to work with. इस time में no other distractions, no other commitments. Sleep well, eat well, the way you want to do, go ahead. Study hours getting reduced due to weather. Now see, this is a truth. It is heat waves. But the good thing is, it's heat waves for everybody. और जहां heat wave नहीं है, वहां पर एक cyclone भी आ गया. ठीक है? So, God forbid anybody gets harmed there. So see, no point crying on these things. You must find your way how to study. Okay, there'll be time when something else goes wrong. Okay, sir, मेरे building में पानी नहीं रहा 2 दिन. ठीक है, बिना पानी के survive करो. वैसे आपका problem थोड़ी होता, neighbor का problem है. How will he survive you without taking a bath? ठीक है, तो उसका headache है ना. आप मस्त रहो ना उसमें. Okay, so come back to our, okay. So I said timer based studies, and your choice. You could probably go the morning walk way. Okay, but through walk कर लो. Walking short distance, and that too it's cold in the morning. 4:30 if you want, 5 o'clock. Walking builds up a lot of stress reducing hormones. It'll make you feel nice. If not every day, 4-5 days maybe, so that you have a sense. But भीड़ भाड़ में मत निकलना, or definitely not in the heat. ठीक है? So that's your study strategy. Now this is very important. Your exam hall strategy. It is easier said than done. Trust your instincts. More often than not, जो पहली बार ठीक लगता है ना, वो right है. You should have known this by now. Okay, पहली बार सोच के A लग रहा है, don't overthink anymore. आप A मार्क करके आओ. Trust your gut instincts there. And by now, given the test you have taken, okay, this should be very clear to most of you. For most of you, the second round revision is where you make mistakes. The point is, trust your intuition. That's why I've called this examination more like a gamble है ये. एकदम ताश का पत्ता चल रहा है. Okay, the same card can give you the edge. The same card can also be your fall. Trust your gut instincts. ये बहुत important. You don't realize this. So I've seen some videos. पानी भी मत पियो, खाना भी मत खाओ, सोना भी हराम है. ऐसे नहीं होता, please. You must all survive. Okay, your brain needs glucose and water बहुत जरूरी है. पानी पियोगे तो वॉशरूम जाना पड़ेगा, चले जाना यार, कौन सा वहां पर कैंप लगा के बैठ जाना है. ठीक है, और ऐसा अगर तबीयत खराब है, कैंप लगाना पड़ रहा है, तो लगा लेना, कोई बात नहीं. But water is very important. You dehydrated will not give you the right type of energy to start working. In the examination hall, carry with yourself lemon water. Carry 3 bottles with you. Plain water, glucose water, lemon water, no problem. Okay, sir, लोग हंसेंगे. अबे हंसने देना. Okay, हंसते हंसते तुम निकल जाओगे, वो बैठ के हंसता रहेगा अगले साल तक. carry enough water with you, and glucose, carry some chocolate bars with you. Something fires your energy level very high. You need glucose here. It's almost like you are tuning to get the maximum output. Banana is very good for calories. Okay, this is scientific. It's nothing that I am talking about out of the blue. आप देखो जब breaks होते हैं IPL में, tennis में, इसमें, they all take bananas, no? They take a good shake. Don't take all those energy drinks. Okay, Red Bull wala wings lag gaya type. Okay, those are different things. Okay, unless you addicted there. Okay, regular drinks. Chini mila lo, zyada mila lo. Tange hai, you have got your iced tea, whatever works for you. But you need salts. Achha. Now this is something we don't realize. Heat wave hai, summers hai, you will be sweating profusely. I doubt if any of the exam center will have an AC. In fact, for that purpose, in your rooms, when you give your test, switch off your ACs. Okay, tune yourself to appear in those hot, difficult conditions. आदत पड़ जाएगा आपका उसमें फिर. सोने टाइम में ऑन कर दो AC. When giving the test, 9:30, 11:30 तक, and from 2:30 to 4:30, switch off the AC. You should be sweating. Keep a towel. Towel के ऊपर हाथ रख के काम करो. Because again, lot of examples where you have been sweating and the OMR sheet is destroyed. It is very, very painful. एक साल के बाद में these kind of things impact you. So carry a nice towel, 2 or 3 towels with you. Carry a writing board. Okay, I know in some centers they ban it. Okay, don't argue, but आप लेके जाओ and carry a transparent board. I hope you know what transparent board is. Writing board, which is, yes, exactly. Okay, the only reason they stop you is they feel that you might have scribbled something. A transparent one, unless they believe you have an IoT inside that, okay, I don't think they should stop you. Because in many centers, the table is not smooth. Gola mark karne gaye, pura aar par hoke, okay, pencil has punctured. The table starts rocking. The government schools mein, okay. So how do you take care of all of this one? So your writing board, get used to it from now on. A good writing board, towel ke saath karo, drink water. If the questions are weird, okay, mentally prepare yourself for it. Okay. In fact, one of our team members said, कि सर मैं जब भी जाता था एग्जाम देने के लिए, I would tell myself पहले से, मुझे कुछ नहीं आने वाला, और मैं क्या करूंगा? I used to calm down कि मैंने तो पढ़ाई किया है 2-3-4 महीना, 1 साल पढ़ाई किया है, अगर मुझे कुछ नहीं आ रहा होगा, ये किसी को कुछ नहीं आ रहा होगा. और वैसे भी I have to be one among the 15-20,000 students who qualify for the main examination. Right? उतने ही तो मिलता है आपको approximately, and I can be one of them. So mentally prepare yourself not to panic if the questions are weird, difficult. और बहुत बार क्या होता है, the weird questions are in the initial pages. Okay, the good questions are towards the end. That's why make sure you are turning the entire paper at least twice or thrice in the entire examination process. Okay, so don't panic. And of course, now this is again I recommend. Mark the bubbles on the OMR sheet as your questions are progressing. 1 देखा, साथ 1 का B mark करो. 2 mark किया, mark. See, there are 2 advantages of it. One is, if you mark immediately, you stop yourself from overthinking. अगर बाद में mark करोगे ना, overthinking चलता है. बाद में 1 है, कि B है, कि C है, D है, you'll make a mistake. The second thing is, while marking all the entries towards the end, you might make a mistake of marking 1 wrong question. So हाथ के हाथ करो is my recommendation. See the paper, mark immediately. Okay, don't keep it for the last 15-20 minutes. Okay, that's your exam strategy. Your body matters, and I have been hinting on this for the last couple of days. Set your body clock right. Okay, sleep at 10:30, 11 o'clock. Wake up morning 4:30, 5 o'clock. And it takes 1 week to 10 days to set your body right. Most of us have been working the opposite way. Okay, so set your body clock, eat well. When I say eat well, I don't mean okay heavy oil food, healthy food. 15 दिन के बाद में कचौड़ी, okay, वो what समोसा, ब्रेड पकौड़ा, जो खाना है खा लेना. 15 days तक okay go into a okay mode which is healthy mode. Eat well, sleep well. Okay, you have to sleep early, not shift early. Yes, even shift early, yes. Meaning by that is, those who are not given examination from your center where you are right now, फिर जल्दी अपना shift करो. Say you are in Delhi, your center is Jaipur. If possible, go to Jaipur at least 1 week before and settle down there. My fear is two things. One is, Jaipur नया है, आपने वहां पढ़ा नहीं, you do not know what the condition may be there. Second, while going, God forbid some mishap happens. The train is late or some accident हो गया. Okay, you'll have no time to recuperate. So good if you go 1 week, 10 days beforehand. Those who have to flight to take, you all the be more careful. Flights can get cancelled because of bad weather, whatever. So go at least 1 week, 10 days before if you can. ताकि नए जगह में आप settle कर पाओ, and then you can start off. So shift early, sleep on time, eat well, your body clock. And this I had read sometime earlier to all of you. Okay, this is the last line from a song. Okay, and it always rings in my ears about the gambling. Okay, attitude you should have. The exam is a gambling. You must know which question to attempt, which question to leave, which question you can guess, which question not to touch. Every question can give you marks, and every question because of silly mistake can also give you negative marks. That's what it says. Now every gambler knows the secret to surviving is knowing what to throw away, knowing what to keep, because every hand's a winner and every hand a loser. And the best that you can hope for is to die in your sleep. ये अभी बहुत देर है. Okay, we'll not talk about this right now. So that's about it. So I thought of formally, okay, winding up the whole process. I don't expect to see you, okay, at least till the examination prelims. I'll be there. If you want to meet me or talk to us, call me up, leave a message any time of the day. Okay, I'll be posting small summaries on the Telegram channel, revised from that. Because I'll not see you for some time as a part of a process, 3 recommendations here. One is, exam dena 16th ko, maximum, check your score till 17th or 18th. उसके बाद score check नहीं करना है. In fact, best is if you don't check your scores at all. क्योंकि उसे करना क्या है? Okay, अगर स्कोर अच्छा है तो एग्जाम दोगे, अच्छा नहीं है, okay, so don't stop preparing. You never know. Last time cut off was 74. No, people didn't even imagine इतना गिर सकता है. Okay, UPSC नहीं, स्कोर. UPSC तो वैसे ही गिरा हुआ है. ठीक है. So don't waste your time checking scores. And this year you have seen, no, 5 questions are wrong answers in the UPSC. और 5 बहुत होता है. You are checking, you are right, I should qualify. UPSC says wrong. Okay. You said wrong, I will not qualify. UPSC says right. That is your chance fact. That's your kismat. That's why I have 10 marks above the cutoff. So 16th ko, you can give the examination, come back and check your score. Man nahi manta, I understand that. 17th को check कर लेना, 18th को भी check कर लेना, just for satisfaction. But the best is, don't check your scores at all. If you want to go home, go home. Take a 1 week's break and be back by 25th, 26th. 10 days के अंदर ही start your, because इस बार you don't have much time either. But you need a break. Okay, so 1-2 दिन सुखी दुखी जो भी रहना है रहो. Go home, take a break, don't open the books at all, and from 25th, 26th, start the work again. And some of you know this, the way we have done your prelims. The same process I will do your main support program also. My focus this time will be to make you write answers in the classroom. Okay, we have the model answers with you. We'll give it. Of course, I'll teach you something more, but I'll not have too much time to teach too much things. Just give tests. By the time exam is ready, you would have written 200, 300 answers by then. And trust us on that, it will work. So I want all of you, you have done a good work, a sincere work till now. You should target to get a rank this time. Worst case worst, you must get an interview call this time. That's your objective. So from 24th, 25th, you come back. We start the process. Your classes will start from the 1st of July for GS and for geography and for essays also. From 25th, we are running a very fast program on ethics. 10-12 days में we'll finish off ethics. Assuming आपने पढ़ा हुआ है already, okay, you come and sit and revise with us with case studies, answer writing. Okay, so from 25th onwards, you are on. Yes, we call this as MSP program, main support program. Okay, some of you know the way we have run prelim support. With the same intensity, I'll try doing your main support also. I don't know how keen you are to qualify, but I am very keen on ensuring you qualify. Okay, for me and for you, it's a matter of results that we have to have. Okay? So, bottom line, all of you have a planner. See the planner, modify your preparation time accordingly. Exam ke time mein, you must be alert. You should have slept well. Drink water. Make sure you trust intuitions. After examinations, take a break of 1 week. Okay. Don't start next day immediately. Even if you think you have done a very poor job in prelims, uske bawjood, you must prepare for your mains examination. At least until the results are out. This 1 month, 20 days before the results is a very big difference between those who qualify and those who don't. वही 20 दिन में अगर advantage ले लिया आपने, you are next level. So MSP essays, MSP geography, MSP GS, ethics, we all combine this into a program starting from late June right up to your first week of September. Okay? That will happen when it will happen. For now, good luck from our sides. You have got one more test to go, I think, full-length test. Give the test. And anytime you need anything else, any material, reach out. We'll help you in whatever way we can. Right? So all of you, online, offline, good luck from us, my wishes. And hope you look back and see this process as a beautiful process where you learned a lot. You put your best efforts in. Okay, I'm sure most of you should make it. And those who don't, you learn something else, maybe for a better attempt next time. But don't give up. Next 20 days, go intense as much as possible and let's see what happens. Right? Okay, Madhumita, Deepa, Tyasa, Mahesh, Ashwini, Yuvraj, Vedant, Vasnik, okay, 3, 4 anonymous, AK, Arjun, all of you, Ayman, Siddiqui, AB, yes, all of you, all the best, Omkar, okay, so all the best from our side, okay, may the best one win in this race. Bye. And don't curse yourself, heat wave ho gaya. Okay, 2-3 opposition party, okay, let them have heat stroke. You take care of yourself, you'll do fine. Okay, bye all of you, all the best. Bye. So that's about it.